Hi, welcome to episode 2 of our CSEC Physics Past Paper Question Review. Stay tuned as we go through question 3 from 2024 past paper. Now, here we have the question that says, using arrows, match each mode of heat transfer to one correct description. So if you notice, we have 3 methods of heat transfer, and then we have 6 various descriptions. So let's look at what description best describes each transfer method. So conduction we know can be transferred in mostly solid objects. It needs a medium, right? And here we go. We have a proper definition here that transfers without medium moving because it requires only free charges to move the heat along. Convection deals with transfers through liquid and gases in a cyclic manner. And then radiation is transfer by electromagnetic waves, right? Without a medium could also be possible. Conduction, also by physical contact, could be possible as well, right? So if we erase, let's use the best option for each, and we're going to go with conduction being by physical touch, radiation by electromagnetic waves, and convection by through liquids and gases. Next, part B. Figure 7 shows a section of a solar water heater which utilizes the greenhouse effect in its operation. Briefly describe the greenhouse effect. So the greenhouse effect is basically, we will identify that the heat sent from the sun to the earth will have some absorbed and some will be reflected. The reflected radiation will be trapped by the greenhouse gases and sent back to Earth to warm up Earth more. So instead of that reflected radiation escaping back into space, that extra greenhouse gases will absorb the heat and send it back to Earth. So Earth now becomes hotter than it should. Part 2. The energy absorbed from the sun by a solar water heater is 360 kilojoules. 35% of the energy is transferred to 1.5 kilograms of water in the pipes. Calculate the final temperature of the water if its initial temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. It tells us that the specific heat capacity of water is 4,200 joule per kilogram per degree Celsius. So the first part is, we see that we have an energy amount of 360,000 joule. Now, if we have this amount of energy, so we will find 35% of 360,000 to give us how much energy was transferred to the 1.5 kilogram of water. So 35% of the energy is 126,000 joule. So now that energy now is now used to change the temperature of water. So we have to consider the specific heat capacity formula. So we know that the energy is 126,000, the mass is 1.5 kilograms. They say the specific heat capacity C is 4,200, and we're going to just leave this as change in temperature. So therefore, that change in temperature would be 126,000 over 1.5 times 4,200. And that gives us a change in temperature of 20. Now it asks us for the final in temperature. If so, therefore, the final temperature would be the initial temperature plus the change in temperature. So the initial was 30 degrees, and we're adding 20 as the change, so therefore the final temperature is 50 degrees Celsius. And then the final part of this question is explain why the pipe or tubes are made from copper. So why are these made from copper? If it's a water heater, we know that copper is a good conductor. Of heat. Hence, it will absorb more heat from the sun to send it to the water running in it. And that's the purpose of using copper, because you want to maximize getting heat from the sun to warm up the water. Alright, so this is the end of episode 2 of our series. Stay tuned as we delve in more in past paper questions to prepare you adequately for your exam coming up. Thank you and see you soon.